Hello everybody, this is James with OTRA Roadside Services Incorporated in Cleburne, Texas. Just like to welcome you to my page. We're going to have some different videos out. We'll like your comments so we know what you'd like to see. Thanks again for watching. Here we go, back over here we got, I know guys, they ain't supposed to vice grip the hoses and stuff. Ooh, they squirted out here, you guys collapse. On this truck you've got to have the truck running to release the park brake to be able to take these hubs off, because the park brake sets automatically. Now this caliper is so far out here. How much of a gap's between the end of that bolt and that spring, guys?
So we're gonna try something.
So how you gonna get that bolt out, guys? Caliper pistons are popped out of it. So how you gonna get that bolt out? I think we, on the previous video, we showed the wheels where the brake fluid, and there it is there. It's done dried up now. And you still see the staining on the wheel where it blew the pistons out of the caliper, so we're not gonna put that back on, right? So we're gonna try to collapse this caliper if we can, so it'll go back together enough to give us a little room to work. You know, I've had to cut some of them off with torch or saw, which is not fun. It costs the customer more, because now you got to replace more. This one looks like it's going to work with us. Thank goodness. You're always going to make another. There he goes. Putting that brake wheel all out there. You're going to get wet here in a minute. But he's yeah, ice cream man's are coming. Here's the jiggle. Good and tight. Herman torque specs, good and tight. But yeah, to release this park brake, you gotta have the truck run, and or you can stand to it. Or you can start it up and release the park brake like you were driving, and so you can get these off. But the park brake sets automatically on them, so a little bit of a thing to figure out. But clean up the mess, you know. Clean up all your slides, all these parts right here for these brake pads. Those come off, you just snap them off like that, and you get brand new ones put on there. So this bottom one here, those should be coming with your pads, especially if you get them from GM. You see that little piece right there, that right there? That holds that pad in there, but it also pulls it when the caliper releases. It pulls that pad back off that rotor, so it's not constantly riding on that rotor. It's just a wear pad too. It keeps from wearing out your caliper bracket. This little jewel's pretty nifty. When we show you, when we put the pads back on there, we'll show you what it actually does. But it pulls those pads away from that rotor when you release your foot off the pedal. That pad pulls back. Because most of the time on the older stuff, that pad was riding on that rotor with really no pressure, but it's still riding on there. So now we can get a better look. Oh, look at that. Let's see if you can see this, guys. Oh, can you see it? Kind of hard to see that bright light in the camera. I'm not a camera guy, I'm a leasing mechanic, so I caught it a couple times, but I don't know if y'all caught it. Kind of hard to see. All that metal stuck in that pad, wearing that thing down like that. Almost looked like there was holes all the way through it. Look how much pad is left on there. You know, and that fiber is glued to that metal, guys. So look at the little wear piece. It wasn't even down to the wear piece there. It lets you know that your pads are getting worn out on the inside. That's why your indicator on the dash only said 10% left, and about ate the rotor down to the fin. So not a good look, guys. Not a good look. Bad news. We're gonna tear it down. If you don't put her back together right, it'll be back, but it won't be back on its own power. We'll do it right. We'll tear it down, watch Chris tear it down, clean everything up. Obviously this thing goes off-road a little bit. It's covered in mud. You know, here in Texas the last few months we've been getting a downpour of rain, a lot of flooding. So now it's getting dry, it's getting hot, and all that water's steaming us up. If you see Chris over here sweating, it's just because he's hot. It's hot out here. But we don't have an air-conditioned shop, you know. Maybe somebody on there feels sorry for us and can get us air conditioning at a reasonable price. You know, trying to air condition an old metal building, not the initial cost of putting it in necessarily, but the several $1,000 electric bill every month. Hey guys, this is James with OTRA Roadside Services Incorporated here in Cleburne, Texas. Give us a like and a subscribe, and we'll see you again on the next one.